In a dark void, a voice screams about how lonely and painful it is. The voice then changes into an animal that looks like a wolf and attacks a man with a sword. The man is scared when the wolf shows up. Belgrave wakes up on his bed and says that it was all just a dream. He then says that this happened to him in real life about 8 years ago, and that the mystery wolf bit him and killed his right leg. His memories of that event are still fresh, and he can't even sleep well. Belgrave, also known as Bell, just leaves his house in the morning to meet the local farmers who are planting onions in the fields. One of the farmers asks Bell to help plant the seeds, but Bell says he has other things to do and needs to go to the mountains to pick some herbs for someone. He goes to the forest to get some purple berries and herbs when he hears a strange noise. As he listens more closely, the voice gets clearer. It dawns on Bell that the voice is that of a crying baby. But he knows that pixies in the wild also make that sound to trick people. So he stands his ground and walks toward the baby, only to find a real baby crying as he gets close to it. He sees that the baby stops crying when it sees his face and takes that as a good sign. Bell doesn't think this baby was just ignored or left behind, she thinks the baby must have a bigger reason. Bell takes it home with her because she wants to adopt it. After 12 years, the baby also grows up to be a good kid who trains with Bell every other day to get stronger like him. The kid Bell calls Angeline still has no chance against Bell because she is still a baby and gets scolded for making silly mistakes. When she starts to cry, Bell carries her back home to give him a nice dinner. He cooks Angeline many tasty meals and then, after a nice dinner, goes to do the dishes. But Angeline stops him and tells him she wants to help him with the dishes today because she is leaving for the city tomorrow and won't be staying with him anymore, so Bell lets her do it, and he says that he never thought a weak girl like Angela Line would want to become an explorer like him, even though he knows it will be dangerous. Up until the very end, Bell respected Angeline's choice and wished her the best of luck in life. Angeline gives Bell a hug and tells her she will work hard on her own to become an explorer like him, who will be able to look out for the weak one day. Bell also hopes that she will turn out to be a good person like that, and she can't wait for tomorrow. After getting her father's last words, Angeline packs up her things and leaves the next morning. He told her not to push herself too hard. Angeline says she will take care of herself from now on and leaves the nest that was her adoptive father's house. Time goes by again, and we see the city where Angeline went. It looks like a purple has caused a lot of trouble in that city. Wyver and a group of heroes fight the dragon together to make sure it doesn't hurt any of the people in the area. Their leader, a woman with a sword, kills the wyvern with an impressive hit. Everyone knows the swordswoman as the famous S-ranked adventurer with black hair, Valkyrie Angeline. One of the royal knights even knows her as such. Angeline is much faster and more professional now, but she turns out to be the nicest person ever when she praises her teammates for doing their job. Perfectly, Angeline tells everyone that she is going to visit her dad for the first time in 5 years after leaving her home. It makes her happy to go back home and pack up her things because she can't wait to see how her dad is doing. He tells her that her dad is now a real farmer and does most of the work himself because he doesn't have anything else to do. Someone from his group brings him a letter that says it was brought by a traveling merchant. The letter seems to be from Bell's daughter, Angeline. When Bell hears this, he is very excited and starts to read it. In the letter, Angeline says she is going to take a long holiday to visit him. He tells his friends about this. As soon as their friends heard the news, they decided to give Angeline a proper welcome. They also told her that she is a famous S-rank traveler. Bell says that the S rank is the top rank that the Adventurers Guild gives out. This means that Angeline is now a big deal and is going back to Angela to pack her things. She is so excited to meet her dad that her party friends, William and Anderson, think she must really love him a lot. Anissa is mostly surprised because she has never seen him so happy before. She is also glad to see her happy side in him. Angeline asks Anissa and William to join her in her town, but they say they have to stay in the city because they have temp work with someone else. When William asks about Angeline's dad, he learns that he is very strong and used to be an explorer, who has done a lot of feats. William is told by Angeline that she still looks up to Bell and wants to hit him because she hasn't been able to do so yet. But when William hears that, he thinks that Angeline's dad must be a crazy strong person who is even stronger than an S-ranked warrior. Angeline also says that's true and calls her dad. The best and most worried Guildmaster Evangelion's guild knocks on her door and says that he might have to ask her to postpone her holiday for a little while because a swarm of gig ants and their queen have shown up nearby. He asks Angeline to help him keep those monsters away. Angeline, however, shuts the door in his face and tells him that she won't be taking any more requests until her trip is over. The Guildmaster tells Angeline to think again, saying that many people will die if she doesn't help them. He says that many people have already died. So Mother Teresa decides to be the mother of all people and screams. She was mad at the Giga Ant colony for the rest of the day. But Belle waits outside his house for his daughter to come home and starts to worry about why she is taking so long to get there. Soon, he sees a horse off in the distance and smiles because he thinks it's his daughter. But it's actually someone from the city, which makes Belle even more angry. But that person turns out to be a mailman and gives Belle the letter that she sent for him. When Belle asks her why she didn't send the letter, she finds out that she was stuck in the city because she had to do an important job right away. At the same time, Angeline shows that she has beaten the whole swarm of ants and then quickly takes the queen of the Giga Ants' head to finish the job. Her job is over, and she looks forward to seeing her dad soon. But she gets more work and finishes it as quickly as a bullet, leaving a lot of paperwork for the guild's front desk clerk to work on with the guildmaster. He is also thankful to have such a strong adventurer on their side after seeing the papers, which is why he finally lets her go home. In order to get back to her home village, she leaves and talks with her carriage driver on the way. Even though they've been moving for a week, she acts like she's happy. Nearly there. The escort is told by Angeline what a great guy her father is, and she is asked if she has ever heard his name. Even though the woman says she doesn't know the name, she tells Angeline that she thinks Belle must be very strong because she's the one saying that. She then tells Belgrave, the Red Oak Ogre, how proud she is of her, but he stops her. When she hears noise nearby, she goes to see what's going on and sees a group of bandits bothering a woman. She tells them to leave the girl alone if they want to stay alive. Obviously, the thieves think Angeline is stupid for making threats since she is only a girl. They laugh at her for making bogus threats. All of them make Angeline mad because they are wasting her time, so she kills them all quickly. Then she saves the girl who was being beaten and brings her back to her carriage. The girl thanks Angeline for saving her and says her name is Saran, the daughter of a count in the area named Bordeaux. When Angeline's guard hears that, he is shocked, which means the count must be a strong and important man. Angeline was on her way to see her dad when she heard that Saran wanted to see her father, so it looks like that's what happened. Saran also says that her dad is an important person, and Angeline tells her that he is in a critical state right now. Angeline decides to take her right away to see her sick father, just like she wants. This time, Angeline doesn't go back home. Instead, she and her friends go on a different journey that takes them a long way from her home village. That's why she writes her dad another letter to let him know she can't come visit him this time. His dad is understanding and wonders how hard his daughter is working to help people, which makes both of them proud. Belle leaves the house and leads the village kids on a fun walk in the mountains. The man shows them how to hike and tells them how to find plants or water sources nearby. Belle finds the nearby river by feeling the wind and hearing what's going on around him. He then tells everyone to gather some flowers and sends them off to find them. Belle thinks back to how Angeline did the same things these kids did when she was their age, and how he often went to the woods with her. All of a sudden, a tree monster shows up. Belle kills it with a swing of his sword, but he is being stubborn. He slips and falls into the river, which makes him wonder if his daughter would have made mistakes like him. When it comes to his daughter, she is back with her party, doing dangerous things with ease and eating tasty treats. Angeline wonders when she will be able to take a break from adventuring because she really wants to see her father, and she swears she will never say yes to another request when she gets a vacation next time. She tells her friends, William and Anissa, about her life and then writes Belle another letter to tell him how much she needs them both. The last line of the letter says that she misses him the most. She also tells him how much she wants to see him in person. This video is over. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel if you like this review. That way, we can bring you recaps of the next episodes of this exciting fantasy anime show. Until then, stay safe and take care.